you have to be, wherever I am sent, I have to be there. My mom and me used to go like that in my sister's house, brother's house. So multiple schools, multiple experience, multiple people. My mother has always told me only one thing, have that attitude of adjusting with people. Adjust, you don't say that, this is not possible, I want only this. That was not given to me at all, Wherever you have to be, you have to adjust yourself to that environment, which is a biggest trait which I have attained now. You can put me to any kind of situation where I can adjust myself, and from there I can grow big and come out. That is one trait as a mother, ma'am. Thank you so much. As she told very strongly in that, women is like a tea bag. You won't know how strong she is until she is put into a hot water. So such a situation comes to everybody in our life, be it a man or a woman. We are all energies of different frequencies. So what happens? What happened to me was, yes, I did my college. I wanted to seriously become a doctor, okay? My dream was to have my stethoscope and put that white coat and all. My brother very clearly told, Mani Muttivade Papa. Ishtu Varsha Bitto, he is 75 now, I am 45. Imagine, how much of a gap we have. And he's like, baby, go study something and get settled in life, Varsha. I can't make you a doctor. So the journey started with that depression mode of, they didn't allow me to do my passion. So I didn't study only properly. BCom was just like that an entry, Masters was just like that an entry, but luckily I become a topper also. I don't know how. I studied, I think, Masters. And then first student in the college to get placed in a very renowned organization called Ferguson and Company. How many of you know Ferguson and Company? I was one of the consultants there, but I don't know what Ferguson that time is. So very, very reluctantly I rejected the job. 8 months after I said, sir, I am not a computer person, I am not a person who can dust files and recruit people. Still I don't know recruitment, don't worry. I cannot recruit people. So that recruitment job I didn't like, because I was supposed to recruit all the CEOs, CFOs, VPs for the companies. I went to my director straight, I said, sir, this job is not for me. I took 8 rounds of interview to get placed. And he said, how much of time and effort you have taken, and you are easily saying you don't want this job. I said, like, sir, this is me, I don't want. So that time I realized one thing, I cannot work under anybody. Somebody can't be my boss. I can be only my boss. I wanted to be my own boss. So I started doing a lot of freelancing. Happily, finally they said, time over, you have to get married. So that stage of marriage also came. I gave the choice to my mother, because Papa lady she is. So I said, okay, whatever you say I will do. So got married. I never knew the reality shock of life, I tell you. So got married happily. I thought I'll have a happy life entering marriage. And entering there was a lot of difference, a child grown up with a father, mother, a conservative family, like, a close group of, and a girl grown up with 6 sisters, 2 brothers family, being so bold, taking her own decisions. I have never taken my mother to an admission, college admission. I'll write my exam, pay the fee, enter the college. It was like that. And you go into a very conservative family and you have to listen to your father-in-law for everything, which is not possible at ease at all, right? That was my first difficulty, to take permission and do things. Can I do this? I need money. Can you help me to do this? My husband said, don't go for job. I don't want a working woman, was his first statement. And I thought, okay, my husband will take care of me lightly. But then only I understood that he said, you be a homemaker, Ashtar. So this was all like, putting me into stress. For a people's person, getting into a closed family and, getting stuck there was a big issue. Then after marriage, what happens?
Kids.
Of course, you need to have kids. That was your main priority of thing, Is it a thing you get in the, factory and then get it like that? Big process here. It took 6 years for me. And that was the time, there were so many things in my life which changed. So much of a struggle, went into too much of a depression, not able to identify myself, who am I, what am I doing. This angel baby was born. But when she was born, we had to enter into a nightmare, because one fine day when I was pregnant, I got to know that my husband's vision was slowly, deteriorating. So So he had a very unique disorder called retinitis pigmentosa. So currently, now he has a very tubular vision where he can only work from home. At home he works, it's at home and he works. Imagine for a lady who is pregnant and suddenly your entire world is becoming darker. You don't know what to do, how you are going to take your life. You are a homemaker, you don't know anything. I saw an advertisement in a paper. That was Vijayanagar's first COP. So I got into that COP. I went inside. For me only one happy thing happened, okay. There was 9 days training program for your IRDA exam. I packed my bags, my baby was hardly 6 months. I told my husband I'm going for training. Because that 9 days was my happy moment. After so many years you're going into some education institution and you're going to study. I was the only young lady there. All senior citizens beside me sitting and I was having a fun time because I was taken care like a daughter. I was enjoying, cleared my IRDA, entered Kotak residency office, all big giants are sitting there. I was having no knowledge about insurance and then we all asked, all small things I did. I asked, we all requested, people from Vijayanagar requested, we want a Vijayanagar branch. Sunil sir was the vice president. We went inside and with lot of puja, this thing and all. I tried hard, but my passion was what? Medicine. And in spite of all this, I was trying to do something with Kotak because Kotak was my first come out like a phoenix, coming out and trying things. Me and Sunil sir went to BNI first time and sir asked, is it possible for you to enter? But sir, that day I did a great decision because I told my husband coming inside, I don't have any knowledge about insurance. I entered insurance. I had zero knowledge about wellness, but I went as a financial advisor in BNI. Sir said, how can you do this? You have to invest money, time. My daughter was that time only 5 years old, but I told, if I want to grow big, I need to come and see the world first, what's happening outside. I can't sit in my house and see because I have a big responsibility on my head now. I need to also do something for my family. My husband was working in spite of his ailments. I had to do something for the family. BNI was my first step entering and I started learning entrepreneurship there. How to talk with people, how to close your business in 30 seconds, what to tell, how to cut short your stories. All this was a great learning for me. So 2017 might be, but at the same time my wellness journey also started because I started exploring medicines for my husband. What could be that one thing which can change our life? Where will I find that medicine which is not available in allopathy? So that's where I started doing my Ayurvedic nutrition. I started understanding how supplements can help, Ayurvedic supplements, and then started doing my genetic nutrition. Then got into my IOIS certification because when we understood wellness is not one thing, right? When we talk about wellness itself is a big word. It's a holistic health. So you need to understand your mind, you need to understand your body because if you have diabetes, do you think diabetes is because of the food you are eating?
Lifestyle.
Diabetes is because whatever you have dumped in your head first. That is not allowing your hormones to secrete what your body is asking. So each of the certifications I did helped me to understand what holistic health is all about. So today Varam, the blessing is formed with such a note that you don't need to diet for life. There is nothing called diet. It is all what you have to understand that your mind is the first thing that needs to be cleansed and fed good things. You need to always empty your cup whenever you are going out. You cannot have dump things in your brains and then start working on your other things already overloaded in your mind. So this journey from maybe like 10 years before that how I was and before now how I am and I'm trying to help people. See, for changing somebody's life, I don't feel you need to be a famous celebrity. How many of you believe in this? You can be just a next door neighbor woman who's so positive, who can transform another woman like how Neeta is doing now. How many of you are residents of Jalvayu here? Maybe one fine day you would have met her somewhere, you spoke about your journey, now she's been a part of it. So this is what I started doing. I am trying to empower people just by being their next door neighbor, a friend of them who can transform their life also. So when it is coming to health, I very clearly say understand your body, then eat as per your DNA. Very simple, right? You cannot change your DNA. Is there any way you can change your DNA? But you can understand your DNA and eat food accordingly. So this is where the complete transformation of holistic wellness came into my journey. So Varam the Blessing completely focuses on a holistic health where anybody can live your life at ease. You can try to empower yourself the moment you choose yourself. Because everybody sitting here have a story to share, but they are not given an opportunity to share. That's it. But when you really know, how many of you wake up in the morning with the mindset of, today I will give time for my own self for 15 minutes at least. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? I am asking the topmost heads, vice presidents, managers, because you're in the field of saving somebody's life, no? After their death, we are trying to help them financially. But I am trying to help people before even dying, please live a healthy life. So 15 minutes, are you spending, the women here, the men here, walking? Yes.
Workout.
Walking, at least walking. Only 3-4, here also 3-4. Okay, so just have a calculation, okay? Calculate yourself like how much time you can give for your own self every day. It's not a compromise, okay? Don't compromise. She told very clearly, Priyanka Chopra, right? You can't compromise your dreams. You can't set a benchmark of others. Somebody can't judge you. Somebody can't come and judge you like, you are this and so you can only be this. You cannot give the power of judging to somebody else. You need to judge your own self. So if that is the case, how many of you can rank yourself that I am fit today? Zero diabetic, cholesterol free, thyroid, no joint pains, women's no PCOD, PCOS, no menopausal disorders. So these are the only lifestyle diseases, right? We don't talk about cancer, there are other degenerative. So once I got into this degenerative disease, you will never know how many unique disorders I have undergone. I have heard listening to people which you will even never imagine in life. Because today the genomic disorder starts from the womb. Because a mother who is pregnant is not taking care of her mental health. Now autism has become a next door neighbor, right? And after coming they say that the child is autistic. But autism starts the day that the woman is decided to become pregnant. Because of her mental health issues, because of her stress that she is giving in the womb, because of all that which she has thought, the child comes with such a disorder. And the child has chosen the parents. The parents have never chosen the child. The child comes to this world imagining that it is going to get its karma all done, and so there is a reason the child is choosing the parent, and the parent has already damaged the child's dream of getting rid of its karma coming out. So autism is a very common word. How many organizations are running autistic centers now? All big organizations, because the woman who is working there is not given the time to have a proper delivery. No pregnancy time is there to enjoy. So many things which are totally not taken care. But as an individual, can you promise today that I will spend at least 40 minutes for my own self, 20 minutes of breath, 20 minutes of stretch. One plank can take care of your entire body. 5 minutes plank. How many of you can do 30-second plank pose here? 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Not right.
Try only 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, take a timer and do your plank and see what your body is going to do for you. And if you all know the secret of wellness, if you know to breathe properly, you will lose weight. How many of you are trying to lose weight here?
Almost everybody.
Then do proper breathing exercise. Just only through breath you can lose weight. But you need to spend time for it. Minimum 30 to 40 minutes only pranayam. You want to know how to learn it? Then you can call me for that. The secret is very simple, for which I am not going to charge you also, don't worry. Only thing is you need to understand how to live healthy. Today, why so many infertility centers are here? Today, you know how many hospitals in this road, if you know, more than the eateries. Obviously, Kammanahalli is famous for your eateries. She has already found 2 places today. And apart from this, how many hospitals are emerging because of your ignorance to your own self? You are ignorant, you are not giving your time to yourself, and then you say somebody will take care of my health. So my only request is, if I can transform myself, why I am saying this is, when I delivered with all the complications, I had thyroid, I had my gestational diabetes, and at the 38th week I delivered my daughter at normal delivery because of practicing yoga. With 4 insulins every day, I normally delivered my daughter, but after that I gained 80 kgs. This was not my figure at all. 80 kg to 60 kg journey with the knowledge of holistic health had never allowed me to put my weight again. I didn't gain my weight again to that 80 kgs because you know you should be the first doctor of your own. You should know what your body is asking for. You should know where the pain started from. Never treat the external pain. Please understand where the root cause started from. If you are ulcerative, you should know where it starts. It starts from your mind. Overthinking. If you have a severe back pain, too much of a stress. So you need to know the root cause, and then if you start working on your body, the body will keep asking and listening to you first. You need not get into a hospital. Please don't take your children to a hospital immediately when the child has a fever of 100 or 103. Any temperature hike will need 3 days. The parent should have the patience to wait. Don't give any antibiotics and say that I have given antibiotic. You are not a good parent at all. So please understand that if you can really love your own self. My only thing is, I started loving myself after the birth of my daughter, because when I saw her, my mother was already 75 and she is no more now, so nobody in the family to take care, and I wanted to be her inspiration. If each of the parents think that you want to be the best mother or a best version of yourself, then you will start loving yourself. It can be a mother, it can be a father, it can be anyone, because again, we are all in the version of energy, in a different frequency, we are all the same. It's just the gender that is differentiating us. But when it comes to your body, please give that one day 40 minutes to 1 hour is my time, because I love myself. If you love yourself, then there is no one to stop you. Nobody can come and say that you are this, you are that, because you will know to judge your own. That's my that's my way of telling people, and I thank Meeta once again for giving me this opportunity. Thank you Sunil sir, who's been my inspiration in Kotak, and sir, I again renewed it. I was not doing it, but then again I renewed it because I have a very big inspiration there sitting in Vijayanagar, Mr. Rudrappa sir. At that age now he should be 80 plus, but he keeps on calling me. Many a time I have not taken his call, but Kotak is my to-go place whenever I want to talk about life insurance. I have been called by many people, you can do this, you can come out and take this opportunity. I said, when it is life insurance, it is only Kotak till I die. I will be with Kotak, and I am a proud Kotak life advisor as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr.